5:37. I call this meeting to order. Could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. You may be seated. Thank you. Next, we have open forum. Mr. Superintendent.
Good evening, Ms. Watts. Good evening, board members and committee members. We have one community member who signed up, Ms. Rachel Martinez, would be allowed 3 minutes to address the board. Ms. Martinez.
Okay, how do we do that?
You have to come down, Ms. Martinez.
Good evening. It's good to be here again. Haven't done this since March. First of all, congratulations to the new board members, and thank you to the ones who are leaving. Okay, but I do have a concern. Last night, I was at the city council meeting. The city council decided to put all of the elected officials on a $50 a year salary. That's all of the city officials. Last night I got a call, which was very, very disturbing, that one of our school employees had called. Well, there's nothing on the agenda. Okay, well, it's regarding the election, so okay. So this is very disturbing because with the new board now, we have a school employee threatening school employees. Now, what's going to become of that? I don't know. That's up on you. But something needs to be taken care of. I will handle the other side with the legalities on it and find out what we as a city can do. But what happens at the school district is all on you, especially tonight after you all take the oath. And I have always said, welcome aboard, but I will be the first one to put your toes on the fire. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we're gonna move to board election results, and I will give it to Ms. Casino so we can start with item number 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, members of the board, superintendent. We are here to present the canvassing election return for the November 3rd, 2020 General Trustee elections for position 1, 2, 3, and 4. The results are as follow. For school board trustee place number 1, the candidates, the two choices were Jose L. Valdez and Richard Gaona. Jose L. Valdez received 7,070 votes. Mr. Richard Gaona, 4,298 votes, for total votes of 11,368. For school board trustee place number 2, the choices were Fernando Castillo with 7,741 votes, Mr. Rafael Reina with 3,834 votes, for a total vote, a combined vote of 11,575. For school board trustee place number 3, the choices were Jose Rogelio Reina Jr. with 5,723 votes, Francisco Paco Sanchez with 5,505 votes, for a total of 11,228. For school board trustee place number 4, the choices were Ms. Eva Castillo Watts with total votes of 6,385, and Mr. Julian J. Villarreal for votes of 5,063, for total combined votes of 11,448. The next item is to declare the candidates elected to trustee positions and issue certificates of election for each elected candidate. For place 1, for place 1, Mr. Jose Luis Valdez, if you come forward, sir, for your certificate. Thank you. For place number 2, Mr. Fernando Castillo. For place number 3, Mr. Jose Rogelio Reina. And for place number 4, Mrs. Eva Castillo Watts. Now we will have the statement of officers to newly elected officials. So for place 1, for Mr. Jose Luis Valdez.
Hello and good evening. As your state representative, it is truly an honor to be here tonight to give the oath of office to our newly elected board members. Let's give them and their families a round of applause. Mr. Jose Luis Valdez, if you could please raise your right hand and repeat after me and say your name when I ask. I say your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of office of Donna Independent School Board Trustee Place 1 of the state of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and the state, so help me God. Congratulations. At this time, Mr. Fernando Castillo, place 2. Good evening, Mr. Castillo. Please repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Donna Independent School District Board of Trustee Place 2 of the State of Texas and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Congratulations. Mr. Jose Rogelio Reina Jr. Good evening, Mr. Reina. If you could please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of office of Donna Independent School Board Trustee, Place Number 3, Independent School District, Place 3, of the State of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Congratulations. And finally, Ms. Eva Castillo Watts. Ms. Watts, if you could raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Eva Castillo Watts, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of Donna Independent School Board Trustee, Place 4 of the State of Texas, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God. Congratulations.
Today I'm addressing the board members who will be continuing on the board, my fellow board members these last 2 years, and the newly elected trustees who have been sworn in this evening. This moment matters. Your leadership matters. As a district, we have finally seen tangible progress forward since hiring our new superintendent, who made it possible to create our new pre-K programs, more CTE certifications than ever before, and the first time ever opening our new early college high school, which will offer even more opportunities for students to earn several college credits before graduation. As a community, we will hold this board to ensuring we continue to move forward, truly putting students first, which means we expect board members to work as a team with the superintendent to focus on what needs to happen for students. We must not go backwards. As a community, we require that every board trustee remembers the example you set in your words, actions, and results must represent what we hope for our children. We want Donna to be at the forefront of educating children, and we need leadership that's transparent and works as a team centered on students. Our kids are watching us, and we must lead by example. Reorganizing the officers on the board is the first action you're going to take as a board. Who you vote into which position, who votes which way, and why you vote that way speaks a message to everyone in the community about what this board will be about and how you will go about leading the district forward. As a community, we demand that the board ensure there is transparency, honesty, and integrity in the way you treat each other and every community member. Remember who you are here to serve. Our children are sitting here today. watching what we do as adults. You're not here for political interest, nor gaining political power. You are here to lead in a way that our entire community stays focused on working together towards creating unlimited opportunity for our kids. We expect nothing less, and we are here to work together towards that shared vision. Keep all this in mind as you take action today. Thank you for allowing me to serve alongside you, and I'm honored to serve this community of Donna.
Right now, if we could have our elected officials that will be moving on to stand so we can give you a big standing ovation. Could you please stand, Dr. Mary? Could you please stand, Alicia? Could you please stand so we can give you a standing ovation for the board that is going out? I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you again for all your time, for all your commitment, for all your dedication, and for your honesty in working together for Donna ISD School Board. Thank you. God bless you for your other journey. When you continue to be, again, dedicated to your community and have always your doors open for the community. Thank you, and thank you everybody that's here tonight also. God bless you. Thank you. Now we will have the reorganization Board of Trustees election of officers.
I know in behalf of myself, right, I want to thank obviously our, Dr. Mary and Ms. Rena for their service. I know they're going to be here with us and helping our committee move forward, but I also want to congratulate our new elected board members and Ms. Watts, our re-elected board member. I think we can continue moving our district in the right direction, so very excited to have you all here tonight. So we're going to go to move to item number 4, which is administer the oath of office to newly elected trustees. And we have some forms that we're going to ask you, to our new board members to sign, please.
So I have the statement of officer for Mr. Jose Luis Valdez. The statement of officer for Mr. Fernando Castillo. Statement of officer for Mr. Jose Rogelio Reina. And the statement of officer for Mrs. Eva Castillo Watts.
We'll continue with number 5, the reorganization of Board of Trustees election of officers. I need a motion then the board members can please come over. Whoever they want. Doesn't matter. Now we can do the nomination for the president. Is there, I need a motion. Okay, how do you vote, Mr. And is there anybody else that wants to nominate anybody else for board president? Any other nominations, board members? Can you hear me now? Nomination was made for Dr. Maricela Valdez for the president for Donna ISD. By Mr. De Los Rios. He was the one that motioned. How do you, Mr. Valdez? How do you vote, sir? Mr. Dane in favor? You abstain? Abstain. How do you vote, sir? I also vote in favor. So, motion passes. Dr. Valdez will be the new Donna ISD School Board President. Please give her. I need a motion also for Vice President for nomination for the board. Motion made by Mr. De Los Rios to be the, I can't hear you, sir. You may, okay. Mr. David De Los Rios nominated Mr. Fernando Castillo because I can't hear you with a mask.
I, Fernando Castillo, nominate David De Los Rios for Vice President.
Mr. Valdez? Mr. Reina? I also vote in favor. And motion passes. Mr. De Los Rios will be the next Vice President for Donna ISD. And I'm sorry about this, but sometimes it's real hard to hear somebody with their mask on, so I'm gonna have to pass the mic around because that's the only way I can hear them. Okay, next we have for the reorganization also for nomination for secretary, school board secretary.
I nominate Perez for secretary.
The nomination made by, it's been declined by Mr. Perez.
I decline.
Do we have another nomination?
I nominate Joe Valdez.
Joe Valdez has been nominated by Dr. Valdez. Mr. Reina, how do you vote? In favor. In favor? Mr. Perez in favor? In favor? In favor. And I also vote in favor, and motion passes. Now we have our 3 elected officials that will be ready to take already their position. Congratulations. And no, we can't.
Before we adjourn the meeting, I just want to take a minute to thank our former board president, Mrs. Eva Watts, for doing an outstanding job in leading our district in a very, very positive direction. Her leadership provided many opportunities to be expanded for Donna ISD, and I want to make sure that she recognizes how much we truly appreciate the efforts, her commitment, and the leadership that she displayed for the last 2 years. So, Mrs. Eva Watts, I thank you on behalf of the entire school board for your services as board president. At this time, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Do I have a second? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes, meeting adjourned.